And today we'll be seeing change of subject of the formula. We have this question to solve, which I will be explaining to us before we attempt the question on our own. The first one says that make x the subject of the relation, and we have y to be equals to square root of k squared plus s squared all over t. So let's have the solution. Please, if there's any place that you don't understand, kindly ask your question. So the first thing you do from here, let's write it in fraction form. So we say y over 1 equals square root of k squared plus x squared all over t. So it's now in fraction form. If you have ordinary y, it's still like y over 1. You can still say 1 times y. So you cross multiply. So from here, y times t will give us yt. And from here, 1 times this will give us root of k squared plus x squared. Having done that, the next thing you need to do is to, because we are looking for x, and is x on the left hand side or right hand side? Where's x? Right hand side. Alright, so now we try to make our x. So let's first transfer, there's something that is disturbing x here. The first one is what? The square root. And once square root is side to another side, it returns to square. So this will now give us yt all squared equals to k squared plus x squared. Then I can decide to separate, because if I say yt all squared, you can leave it like this or separate it, which should be y squared t squared, and you will equals to k squared plus x squared. For that, like, we have to make sure that x is standing alone. So I will transfer something like this k squared is disturbing x where it is. So we transfer to this side, which gives us y squared t squared minus k squared equals to the what? X squared. What did they ask us to find? Is it x squared or x? X. So therefore, we will change to get our x, we have to find k square root of both sides. So that means our x will now be equal to square root of y squared t squared minus k squared. Then, in some exam, they will not leave the answer like this. They just want to check you. But if you look at this, what comes to your mind? If you look at this thing, let me try to rewrite it here. You know, we've gotten our x equals to square root. So if you look at the option and you cannot find this one, then you have to go and look at this. This can still be yt all squared minus k squared. So what comes to your mind when you see this one? Yt squared minus k squared. What comes to your mind?
Since I guess since you have both square, you just remove the square root sign.
Okay, well, that's not it. What comes to your mind when you look at this is difference of two squares. When you have a squared, difference of two squares. Where you have a squared minus b squared is always equal to a minus b into bracket a plus b. Can we still remember? Yeah. Alright, so that's what you are going to have. So they can write the answer in terms of difference of two squares. That means our x will now turn to our a here is going to be yt. Our b here will be what? K. So that's x equals to square root of yt minus k into bracket yt plus k. So either of these answers, if you find it in your option, that is what you are going to go for. You can find this one. So this one is correct. This one too is correct. This one is also correct. So we have 3 ways we have written this answer. So don't go and get this one and say, the answer is not part of the option. Like for instance, in this textbook, I think for A, they gave s equals to square root of yt minus k squared. B, x equals to square root of open bracket yt all squared minus k squared. And that's this one. Then for C, we have x equals to y open bracket yt squared minus k squared. And lastly, D, they gave us x equals to yt minus k all squared. So out of everything, option B is the one that is correct. Do you have any question?
No, sir.
No? Alright. So let's see another question. Or maybe try to attempt this one before we solve. Number 2. It says that if 4a cubed equals to c minus b squared, comma, find the value of b when a equals to minus 3 and c equals to 24. In brackets, correct your answer to 2 dp. Correct to 2 dp. Close brackets. So that's that. So can I ask you a quick question? What's the difference between 2 dp and 2 sf? 2 decimal places and 2 sf is what?
2 significant
figure. And you know that the two of them sometimes might have the same answer. Let's say we have 215.467. If I ask you to put this one to 2 dp, what would be your answer? If you want to put 215.467 to 2 dp, what would be your answer? So to 2 dp, that was 215.47. If you want to put this to 2 significant figures, yes. If you want to put this to 2 significant figures, what are you going to have? 2 significant figures. What would be our answer?
Okay. 22000.
Yeah, so that's going to give us 220. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
So solve this one. Whatever answer you get, put it to 2 dp. It's change of subject of the formula. So let's attempt that. If you've gotten your answer, let me know, and then I will solve on the board. Let me rub this place. Hello, is there anybody copying this before I rub it off? And I rub this side off. Alright, let me rub it. Can I rub this off now? So these are questions that you can find in your WAEC, JAM, OBJs. So has anybody gotten the answer? Yeah, what's the answer? Alright, so let's see how to solve that question 2. How to solve the question 2. have 4a cubed is equal to c minus b squared. We have to make b the subject of the formula. That will give us 4a cubed minus, since it's b, we want to make the subject of formula. We can still write minus c is equal to b minus b squared. Depending on which way you want to go. Another person will decide to move b to this side first and transfer this one to later, but I can leave it like this. So for me to remove this negative sign, I multiply this side by minus. So that will now turn this to minus 4a plus c equals to b squared. And because I'm having a minus here, I can also change it. I want a positive letter to start my equation. So I can have c minus 4a cubed equals to b squared, which means our b will be square root of c minus 4a cubed. Once you first get this one, there's a particular mark that we have awarded to you. Then you now go into what? Substitution. That since a equals minus 3 and c equals 24, therefore b will be equal to square root of 24 minus 4 into bracket minus 3 all cubed. Solving for that, we have square root of 24. This is going to give us minus 4 into bracket. When you cube a negative number, you still have a negative number. And 3 cube, that's 3 times 3 times 3, which is what? 20. 27. But now we now put a negative. We have minus 4 here, we have minus here. Minus times minus will give us plus. So which will give us 24 plus
108.
What is 4? What?
108.
108. That's very good. Then what is 108 plus 24?
132.
Which gives us square root of 132. By the time you find the square root of 132, you have what?
11.48.
48,
9.
9, Is there another number again?
Yeah, the other number. Let me check.
Let's have like 4 digits, yes? 11.489
11.48912.
1, 2. That's our B. But we are told to leave our answer in 2 dp. So approximately to 2 dp. B will equals to, we look at the count. That's after the decimal number 1, 2. The next number there is what? Is 9, which is bigger than 5. It will turn to 1. That will add to this 8. That will have 11.49. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so that's how to solve it. So let's have classwork. Can I rub off?
What was that?
Huh?
What was it?
This one was.
The answer is
No, I mean like this one was what?
this is what?
This is not classwork.
This one is just a test now. This one just freestyle. This one is freestyle now. Huh? Okay, let me say, okay, this class of 1, Abi. Let's see class of 2.
Please don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button.
Alright, can I help? Okay. So let's look at something that is a bit higher than this. Okay, you have a question? Okay, I'm coming. substituting directly without doing the process. Now let me tell you, if they ask you to find the value, like find the value for your P, you can substitute directly from that equation that was given without you going through the change of the subject of formula. Since you have your calculator, do you understand? And you still get the same answer. But for the sake of exam, let's say they want you to change, actually do the change of the formula. That's why we have to show that first step before we now start substituting. Do you understand? So let's look at this one. I want to see how good we are. Okay, it says that make R the subject of the formula. Make R the subject of the relation. Q equals P into brackets 1 plus R all over 100 close bracket all squared. That's 2A. 2B says that find correct to ESF the value of R when Q equals to 625 and P is equal to 225. That's where your what's it called? This is where your square roots, squares and square roots will be very, very important. You know, I asked you guys to master that if you want to really be good, you need to master your squares from 2 to 25, your cube from 1 to 10, and you should know your multiplication table 1 to 15, if possible 20. And the secret about this thing is, once you know 1 to 12, you've already known like 1 to 20. Just few changes. Someone that knows 1 already knows 10. Someone that knows 2 already knows 20. Are you getting the code? You ask you to read multiplication table 20 now. You are using the scope of multiplication table 2. Likewise, you that know multiplication table 3, you already know multiplication table 30. You get it? So that's it. So let's solve this one and let's see what we are going to have. So for those of you watching, if you still have any question as regard this topic, or you have an area that is disturbing you from wherever you're watching the video from, kindly let us know. You can drop that at the comment section and also share to your friends so that you can gain from this class. Alright, so attempt this question, attempt it, and let's see what your own answer to will be. So let's look at the question. The first one. Yeah. So we have Q equals P into bracket 1 plus R all over 100. Everything else. So class, let me ask you. For us to get to our R, what's the first thing we are going to pick? P. That's P. So we first have divide both sides by P. You have Q over P equals to 1 plus R over 100 all squared. After P, what's the next thing we are meant to take away?
The square.
The square. So when you take away the square, what happens to this place? It turns to square root. So you have square root of Q over P equals 1 plus r over 100. When you have this one, what's the next thing for you to take?
Take one to the other side.
Take your 1. And when 1 is leaving this side, you know it's plus here. When you get here, it comes to minus. You have square root of q over p, then minus 1. Mind you, that minus must not be in the square root. Most times, students get to like put that minus in the square root and they will use the answer at the end of it. So equals to what? R over 100. Right? We are looking for R, so I can decide to have a general bracket.
What cross multiply?
Just multiply both sides by 100.
Q over P
Just multiply both sides by 100.
minus 1 close bracket equals to R, but what is stopping this one? 100. So and it's divided here, so it comes to bracket and comes to 100 times. So that's our R. We are done with A. So A, R is equal to 100 into bracket root of Q over P minus 1. Naturally, looking at this formula, that's formula of compound interest. So let's now find the value when Q is this. So R will equals to, so let's write when
Oh, I get it. This is 66.
Q equals 625 and P is equal to 225. Therefore, R is equal to 100 into bracket square root of 625 over 225 minus 1. The square root of 625 is what? 25. And the square root of 225 is what? 15. So we have R is equal to 100
So you're taking
into bracket 25 over 15 minus 1. Close bracket. 5 can go here, 5. 5 can go here, 3. Right? So 5 over 3 is same thing as 1 whole number 2, 1 whole number 1 over 3. Is that okay? So that gives us R equals to 100 into bracket 5 over 3 minus 1, which is 100 into bracket 1 whole number 1 over 3 minus 1. If you don't know how I got that, that's 5 divided by 3, 1. Sorry, this one will be 2, not. This is 2. So that's 1 over 2 over 3. So we want to, since we have 1 whole number, 1 whole number 2 over 3 minus 1. This one will go away. We will left it 2 over 3. Are you with me? So that means R is equal to 100 times 2 over 3, which is 200 divided by 3. And what's that giving us? 66.67. We have to put to 3 significant figures. We count 1, 2, 3. The next number is 7. So the final answer for R equals to 66.7. So that's how you solve it. That's how to solve it. Any question?
No.
Any question?
No.
All right.
Sorry, I suppose.
All right. So that's where we'll be ending today's class. This is King of Mathematics. Until the next video, make sure you like, comment, and share. And don't forget to press that notification button so that you always get our video. Bye.